ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Amajal Knowles with your Sunday sports. A new champion has been crowned in the Providence Softball Association after a Game 7 for the ages. The CNS Hitmen and the Commando Security Truckers faced off in a winner-take-all game last night at the Blue Whale Bankers Field. That certainly was drama-filled and pressure-packed. It seemed that the Hitmen had curbed the momentum of the Truckers, who had won the previous two games, jumping out to a 5-2 lead through 6 innings as they capitalized on several fielding errors by Truckers players. But all that changed in the top of the 7th when Truckers catcher Garfield Bethel put the Truckers up 1 run after a base-clearing home run. The Truckers' ace Eugene Pratt sealed the deal, retiring the top of the Hitmen's lineup, including ace Alcott Forbes, en route to the 6-5 series-clinching win. Outfielder Lamar Watkins on his team coming back from down 3-1.
It was all about not giving up. They actually had 4 runs. We believed that 4 of those runs was unearned. But like I said, hit runs and errors. We hit when time was right. Got the job done.
Now for the mindset of the team facing the Hitmen's ace after having a game off.
The season started, before this championship started, they had us actually to get sweep, 2-time defending champs. But Truckers is a great organization, and we're just trying to get it back to where it used to be.
As for the man with the championship-clinching blast, Garfield Bethel, he had little words to sum up the feeling.
I don't even know what to say right now. I don't know. But, being a senior fella, I have to try and lead and let the guys feed off of my momentum. I don't even have nothing else to say right now.
Bethel adding that the heart of a champion should never be underestimated.
Yeah, man. Like they say, you can't teach heart. And the guys who play behind me, man, that's all they got. They get big heart, and they know how to grind it out.
On the losing side, the Hitmen players had to come to grips with the crushing loss after being the projected favorites to win the series, especially after taking a commanding 3-1 series lead. Losing pitcher Alcott Forbes.
At the end of the day, I believe everybody was too aggressive, wanting it too bad, forced ourselves to make mistakes, and we just didn't get what we were supposed to get. However, I want to extend congratulations to the Truckers, man. Very good ball club. I pulling for them in the BSF round up.
Forbes, who was suspended for Game 6 of the series, voiced his frustrations with the officiating.
Much so, man. I don't want to elaborate on it because I ain't no crybaby. But you've been here, you watch it, you see what happened. However, we had opportunities to win the game. But I believe the umpires should let players play, and they should just call it safe and out. But I just want to put on the record, that's the catcher last year. However, this is my last year as well in fast pitch.
And with the Junior World Judo Championships quickly approaching, head coach of the Bahamas' national judo team, DRC Raming Jr., says our athletes are using every outlet possible to be prepared, including a recent tournament held over the weekend.
Came back from it was a tournament so that we could get our feet wet, work out some kinks. And all of the kids did really, really well. Many of them beat people that we have never beaten before. You had it's the Junior World Championships, and we had guys who are 18, 19 years old beating black belts that have been doing judo and that are 25, 26 from the United States.
Raming also has some very lofty expectations for this group.
The potential, if I do my job right and use my training properly, we should have in these next 2 Olympic cycles 4 or 5 Olympians from the sport of judo. And hopefully from that, we'll have 1 or 2 medals. So that's the idea.
Sportscast on a somber note, as we report on the passing of 2 men that were integral in the Bahamas' basketball legacy, the first being Trevor Harvey, a former Bahamian national basketball team member who played at Florida State University. He died this morning at age 38. Also passing away was Anthony Pinder, who was a former women's national basketball team head coach. He died at age 54. Condolences are extended to their families and friends. And that's been a look at sports. A quick check on weather is up next.